Hello everybody, and welcome to the Natural One, where we roll the dice, kill the creatures, and tell the stories. I don't know if we're ever going to go live whenever we're not in the middle of some weird conversation. It's just never going to happen. So, quick couple announcements before we jump into everything tonight. I do not believe Megan's going to be joining us.
If she is, she'll be right.
She might, but at the moment she's not here. Had to take care of some personal business, but, you know, we will definitely try to, we're concerned and we want you to know you're okay. We're concerned. I'm braining today. It's gonna be good.
You worried about the conversation?
Yeah. I'm trying to think too far ahead and my mouth was supposed to take care of things, just didn't.
You're just gonna face that can towards me where it says triple shot energy.
What a dickhead.
Can't believe you're gonna do this with me. So everything's already gone down.
He does it at work too.
He just lines him up on the freaking.
Here I am offering an interview. I don't know what's going on. This asshole sitting right in front of you. Yeah,
There's a great wall out of cans at work.
There's two kinds of people.
Fine. There it is. Oh, look at the champion. Chugging his triple shot.
But, yes, so, I believe, so obviously we're not going to be meeting next week, because Mark and Megan are going to be down in Florida.
I start seasoning and shit.
And, don't know exactly when things are going to pick up again, because it gets weird after that. But we likely have a one-shot coming up. I don't know who, again, when we have a date for that, I'll let you guys know.
Actually.
Oh, bro.
Mike's gonna be sick as hell in about 15 minutes.
Lunchable is a lunchable.
Eat that gas station.
Lunchable is a lunchable.
That's true. They're hard to mess up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
If it ain't got a mold on it, it's fine.
Sure. That's iron stomach, Mike. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Here, I got these for you.
Anyway,
I take back everything bad I just said with Mike. I take back.
let's go ahead and roll the natural one.
The last 10 minutes. Before that.
It's your time to fly, your time to die. Let's have some fun on the natural one. You can roll the dice if you pay the price. No, we're not done. It's the natural one. Natural one. It's the natural one.
And welcome back. I think you were late.
No, he was right on time.
So, last time, after rescuing Marcellus from the 8th hell, you all came back to discover that 2 months had flown by while you guys were in the other plane. And upon materializing in Lyoun, you found that the Fox Queen picked up your guys' trail and was tearing through the city looking for you. With the combined efforts of Ignatius, Selwyn, and a little bit of help from Francis Hughes, you guys managed to make your way out of the city to the nearby forest where you could teleport from there to Hermos. Upon reaching the town of Tiana, you guys were granted a safe haven for the night. And Marcellus went to talk with Ronan, whereupon it was revealed that Marcellus was actually a demon specializing in disguises that had taken Marcellus and held him captive in a form. After that music is totally wrong.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, it was revealed that it was actually a demon in disguise that was using Marcellus' form. After some big moments in combat where there was more than a few excessive injuries, you guys managed to defeat the demon as well as its henchmen and free Marcellus. He and Ronan had a bit of a talk, In the morning, Lady Margrave made her way back to the keep, along with Tamarine and a few different members of multiple organizations that you guys have befriended throughout the years. And you guys basically asked for a moment to go off into a room by yourselves and talk, where Emma granted you kind of a safe haven to discuss things. After a while, she brought you to Mountain's Wash, up to Darius's grave, where there's a small pool leading down to the Blessed Lake that has the sword of Mayane stuck in it. After very little contemplation or discussion, Ronan walked forward and touched the sword. There was a bright flash of light, and that is where we will pick things up. So the rest of you, standing at the top of Mountain's Watch, see as the bright light that flashed from the handle of the blade begins to stake its way around Ronan's hand and an arm, and you actually see it like disappear up into his clothing, and then before it kind of reappears on his neck and begins traveling in lines over his face. Does anybody speak Celestial? Except for you.
Oh.
I know you do.
Opposite, but not.
Then a script that none of you recognize begins to cover Ronan's arm and face, and Talon in particular, you being so familiar with fire, can feel the soft emanating burn that he's experiencing. It's not a severe one, but there's some first degree burn going on. Ronan.
Sure.
You find yourself standing in a large open area. Strangely, there's no walls, but there's also not open space. It disappears into whiteness. Where you're standing, you feel your feet connected on a solid surface, but it's under about 6 inches of water. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Yeah. That's a 9.
You look around a little bit. See anything particularly bothersome or disturbing? About maybe 50 feet in front of you, there's a very small island that kind of crests above the surface of the water. It has a singular tree on it.
Okay. Singular tree?
Singular tree.
What type of tree?
Palm tree.
Palm tree.
Palm tree.
Okay, cool. I got a vacation. I'm gonna walk to the island.
Edward burning alive.
I'm gonna walk to the island, yeah, slowly.
It's on
As
vacation.
you move your way to the island, there's a weird sound every time you step, and it's the sound of your own footstep in the water, but it has a strange sort of distorted echo and reverb, and it's just discerning. It's very much like being in an empty house. Every footstep just.
Okay. All right.
You reach the island. Seems normal as far as you can make out.
There a volleyball with a face on it.
No, this is it's a very, very small island, total maybe 5 feet across.
All right. Wilson.
There's no Wilson.
Is there anything beyond the island?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
There's a road.
Natural 20.
You look around, and the first thing you notice is there's a freestanding door, maybe another 50 feet beyond the island. As you start kind of looking towards the door, you all of a sudden feel a cool breeze behind you, and you're aware of a presence behind you. And while the breeze that hit you was cold, it is a very warm entity. You feel the heat from whatever it is.
Ronnie will turn around.
You turned around, and at once you are almost blinded by the light of this intense being that seems to be wreathed entirely in white flames. The form is that of a humanoid, but it's something that's far beyond any being you've ever seen. There is this purpose in the stance alone that would indicate some sort of regal bearing, but there's no clothing or distinguishable features. It's just a white flamed figure. Even the hair disappears up into flames. And the only singular figure aspect of the being that you can make out are two golden eyes. And as you try to make some sort of distinguishing sense of the being, you just find that you can't. And you feel the symbol of a loon that is always hung around your neck grow slightly cold. The being looks at you, and you don't see a mouth, but you hear a voice emanating from it. So a hand touches the blade. Ronan Telcraft. We had wondered if we might see you.
Ronan will put his hand in front of his eyes like this, and he'll, magnificent! You are so much power.
Magnificent.
It is quite beautiful.
They had touches the beacon.
It has made its
And
way to the word.
who are you?
I am the deity of light and justice, brought solace and Insulam. I am he who has seen the ages from the first creation. I saw the birth of man, of dwarves and elves, and I have seen all you have done. So you wish to wield a blade of heroes.
Can you please turn the light down? It is blinding.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save for me.
Okay, that might be about something there. That is a 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8. Wow, I'm struggling with it.
14.
14.
You feel yourself fall under the effects of a zone of truth.
Okay. I would fail that anyway.
The flames die down in their brightness, but not in their intensity.
Okay.
As the flames do die down, the surrounding whiteness turns to black. You can no longer even see the sand beneath your own feet. You can feel it.
This is more common.
Why should you wield the blade?
You call this the Blade of Heroes, correct?
A blade of heroes.
I'm currently looking to save the lives of millions. Assuming I'm any other planet.
And so to save lives, you think it fitting to doom many others.
I'm not looking to doom many others.
There is a flash, and the being begins to morph slightly. There is still no discernible skin, but the form changes. And for a long moment, it sends a moment of confusion through you, until you slowly begin to recognize the outline of the figure. And you see the breathed outline of Darius standing in front of you. Darius?
Okay. Young Darius or old Darius?
It is
Middle-aged Darius?
it is Darius in his mid 40s to early 50s, in that age range.
I wouldn't know who he is.
During like
He looks much the same as when you knew him.
Just less gray.
There was not that much gray when you knew him.
Right, so... Oh, really? Oh, wow, okay.
next to none.
Wow.
This is actually relatively similar to how Darius looked upon his death.
Oh, okay. I will look at Darius. Darius. You look... well.
to you.
How are you in the life after?
Well, it has its perks.
I imagine it would for someone of your nature. A lot has changed. Food's a bit better. That. Quest to save the world, you know, things that we talked about, discussed.
Right.
Emma aged gracefully. I don't know if you can see her. She is aged gracefully. One of doing good things. We fought off demons in the castle. That was good. Almost died.
Demons.
Yes, demons. In the castle. Wild time. You know, the norm. What would be normal for us? Ronan's actually going to sit down.
And you sit down.
Like, just sit down in front of me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like sit down, knees up, elbows on knees.
See Darius almost do the same thing. He'll kind of be taken aback in a second, scoff, walk over and he's in his full armor and everything that he was in his prime, and just
How did you do it?
do what?
How did you find, I guess, the strength to lead in the way that you did?
It's a little bit of a complicated question. I went through quite a lot. And found myself under the service of a man. Quite a lot of my life, actually, and took some different perspective to be able to see why that wasn't fit for me. So, experience, I suppose. Like you're getting some of your own.
A little bit. It's different.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't really. You know, when you sign up to go on adventures and do hero things and have, you know, be part of a team, nobody really discusses the toll it takes on you. Nobody discusses the friends you lose. Nobody discusses the families you destroy. Nobody discusses it.
Unfortunately, that's part of it.
And I don't desire that. But I know that it's necessary.
The blade is a certain responsibility. In order to wield it, you have to accept that responsibility. It's nothing to be taken lightly.
Oh, Darius, I must ask, why have none of your kids taken them? Why have none of your grandkids taken them?
Sort of think to himself. Imagine it was their want from the blade came from exactly that. It was a desire. The powers of the blade need to come in response to me.
Push.
Did you ever have to stop somebody that you didn't want to?
Yes.
How did you feel afterwards?
Conflicted.
read it?
No.
Because it had to be done, right?
Did indeed.
Ronan's whole facial expression changes now from a like inquisitive reporter to more of a saddened child. My king, I feel like I am on the same. And I am not looking to become the next king or become a politician. I want to stop bad things from happening. And I know that I can stop them. And whatever happens, I plan on returning the blade. I don't want to lose it.
Your responsibilities may extend past what you think they are going to. Put it down.
How long did it take you to realize you wanted to put it down?
Too long. One of my many mistakes.
If allowed, I promise not to try to repeat them. But the threat that looms over us, the world, is, from what it looks like, unknown power.
As you're having this conversation, at the top of Mountain's Watch, Ghost, Grendel, Talon, as you guys are kind of standing watching Ronan having this fit in the middle of the water, one of the beings in the crowd kind of detaches herself and walks towards you guys. In particular, walks up to you, Ghost. You understated his capacity for stupidity.
I'm not quite sure what's exactly going on here, but you might be correct.
She'll turn to you and Talon. Sabrina Margrave, it's a pleasure to meet you both.
Say I've never heard your voice before.
I unfortunately kept rather busy, but I do recognize one who wears the trappings of the Lunari. And as such, it's an honor to meet your acquaintance, Mr.
Town.
Talon.
Is he gonna be okay?
He's handling it better than some and worse than others.
Should we intervene?
I wouldn't, not if you value any of your body parts still attached to you. Those burns are something he'll have for the rest of his life. Whether or not they get worse, we'll have to see. Inside the mindscape.
You know, I've also come to find out that just because you adventure together doesn't mean that you're all connected. You know? One party mate who I feel doesn't wholeheartedly trust me. I have another party mate who is just one of the greatest people I've ever known. So lighthearted, so I have another party mate who is working through inheriting something that they wish they didn't. And then there's Talon, who deserves more. And you know when you think you're being strong for everybody, but you're really just going through the motions.
I do.
That's kind of where I was. How did you get out of that?
Again, it was. I adventured with Ignatius and Father. They were very hard to get along with at times, but
I figured.
they meant well. And at the end of the day, it was my responsibility to be there for them. They showed me the same kindness. At least I could do is return it.
I feel like I'm doing a good job at that. But I feel like it would all be for naught if I
Reynolds is gonna be
Paranoid at all times.
if I don't put a stop to this particular. I would love to do it without Kevin. But I feel like that's what.
And sometimes it does. Sometimes you don't have a choice because they don't give you one.
Is it wrong if I don't exhaust everything to find a way not to?
You need to do what you think is right. If you think taking that first step is going to save lives, then I've done it before and I don't regret it.
As Darius says that, you see a quick flash, and there is an erstwhile legion of beings behind him. You see soldiers, monsters, several large beasts, each of which you can tell the essence is something that Darius faced and killed in battle.
What the hell is that thing with 5 arms?
We can get into that later. I imagine we see quite a bit.
I want you to know. Father told me there was no greater honor than dying for what you believe in. Grab his hand. Is this what it's like? Afterlife. Is this it? Your greatest record standing behind you.
You know, there's far more than that. Hopefully you won't see it for a long time.
And if I do, show up quicker than later, it's okay. I know what remains. I know who will.
Very long time before.
Appreciate the vote. Where are you?
Focus. A couple of them are around your friends.
Ronan will look back to where he originally walked from, even though there's nothing but darkness. Are they in danger?
Not any immediate. My kids, they have their problems. But they're good kids.
And I hope to receive the same blessings from them as I've received from you.
I hope so.
And then Ronan will put his hand out for the forearm warrior clasp.
He'll act like he's going to when he grabs your arm. He'll yank you in. Embrace it.
Your arm is so soft.
But it doesn't mean anything at all. And I guess it doesn't.
As you two separate from the hub, once again the form shifts, and flames begin to pour over the being, and it takes on the same, somewhat shapeless figure you were first greeted by. And it once again looks at you and you feel what warmth and understanding there was from the form of Darius leave. Ronan, you have done many things. Some might have been just, some were not. But you were awful quick to deal out death and judgment on others. You see kind of a flash, and there's a vision of Marcellus' image standing a little way behind him.
That depends. Touch anybody I came with. Their end may be quicker than you.
I'm not speaking of my judgment. I'm speaking of yours. Carry pain and resentment as he left you with others. Yet, you were also given responsibility over a child. There's a flash and you see yourself standing in Humulus Hall. There's a young boy before you with red eyes that you purchased clothes for and gave a dagger to. And at the first possible opportunity, what did you do again? You gave him to your friend. Then that friend eventually was lost, and the child was given to Kazuya. Remind me, what exactly was Marcellus' crime against you?
Well, I'm under the understanding where you're coming. But 15 minutes compared to 11 years is a bit of a...
Precisely my point. You at 11 years. I won't pretend Marcellus has always been a virtuous being. He understands the dangers of his choices. You want to be a hero. You want to wield the blade of justice. You need to understand the consequences of your actions. You want to be worthy. Prove yourself worthy. Worthy. There's a searing on the back of your hand, of your left hand. As you look down, you see some strange insignia you don't recognize, some symbol. But it looks similar to a burning sun. And you once again find yourself standing at the top of Mountain's Watch, touching the handle of the blade.
Still in the water.
Still in the water. After the flash fully dissipates, the rest of you see Ronan standing in the water, his hand around the handle of the blade.
Ron will release his grip from the blade. Turn around quickly. How long was I gone?
In total,
Not long.
He's just kind of like flexing his left hand.
and as you look down at your hands, your right bears script in Celestial. And you can actually feel the burns from it traveling up your arm, side of your neck, and across your face. And your left hand bears some strange markings, the same marking you saw. The burning sun. This one doesn't hurt.
Ron will pull out some cloth and wrap up his left hand. As he wades out of the pool.
Can we see the writing?
You can see the writing quite clear. It's a script you don't read, but you recognize, you do see the writing.
Do I want to know what that says?
What does it say? I haven't looked at
Do
it.
you read Celestial?
Yeah. I read Celestial Common, Deep Speech, Elvish, and Undercommon.
What parts you can read, being that half of them are up your neck and face. You read, "Here stands one who has touched the holy blade, and was found lacking, and so that he must be served." And then it cuts off.
Touch the blade. That's pretty much the gist of it. Not worthy, you know how these things go.
You couldn't lift Mjolnir.
You're not worthy! You're not worthy! Alright. We have a guest.
I will look at Grendel. Good? Good?
Are you? Smells like you burned.
Looks like he burned.
Somewhat. Who is our guest?
Ghost looks over and you see a woman approaching. Clothed in very nice robes. And you see kind of there's a small resemblance when you look on her to Emma. After a moment she bows to you. Ronan of Luminari, Dr. Son of Marcellus.
Sure. Yeah.
Sabrina Margaret. It's lovely to meet you.
Well, I feel like this is long overdue. I would put my hand out for a handshake.
See, she very properly, very high class womanly.
Stately.
Yeah, takes your hand. Indeed, I apologize. I've been most busy whenever you've come to visit. It's unfortunate. But a late meeting is better than none at all.
Is your brother?
Olivier is down at the keep.
What did you enjoy the show?
I've seen it before.
Still entertaining?
It's always interesting. Afraid I was never one. The DM could use words. I'm afraid I was never much one for the stage myself.
You should try.
Leave that experience to others.
Where's Scales in this situation?
She's with you guys. She's been quiet ever since the meeting in my room. Her ducks are surrounding her, and you just see her kind of, every once in a while, kind of softly talking to them.
I walk up and pat Tony Quack.
Walk up, you pet Tony Quack. See Bluebell, the Quack, Quack Grayson,
Quack Rogers.
Quack Child.
Do we have any other business here?
Not unless you want to burn yourself again.
Duck. Who's my favorite duck? Well then, this has been lovely. I will look for Tamerlane and Lady Margrave. Thank you.
I appreciate your coming. Did you get what you wanted?
I actually did.
Then I consider you a lucky man. Well, I think I've had rather enough excitement for the day, and I'm well overdue to see the matters in my own keep. If you guys need more private lodgings for the nights, let me know.
You like?
Which point, Tamerlane, you see her kind of rummaging through her travel sack a little bit. She comes back up. She does not have ointments in her hands. There is a combination of herbs that she applies to the burn. And then she hands to each of you. First, it just appears to be something wrapped. You would instantly recognize that these are kind of a home. The closest thing I can call it is sort of a home-baked muffin.
Lamba spread.
Nope, not that. One small bite is not enough for anybody.
I will give Tamerlane a hug. Whisper thank you.
Always, dear. I wish you guys would take better care of yourselves. For goodness sake, eat something more than rations once in a while. You're both way too skinny.
You know, we tried to hire a chef, but we're not always in the same place. So, you know, paying for travel, and then he's got to bring his equipment, we got to get a car, and it's just so inconvenient.
I'm glad you're both still relatively alright. Unfortunately, I have to get word back to your grandfather. I'm sure he'll be half burning down the swamps if I don't soon.
Imagine so.
Anything in particular you would like me to tell her?
Coming for you.
You want to say that to Volk?
No, absolutely fucking not.
Okay, I can tell him.
Tell him Ronan said he's a bitch.
I'm coming for you, old man.
I got a better sword than you.
Listen, old man.
No, I'm just wish him well.
Then I will let him know that. Take care of yourselves. Shoulders are packed and begins to move the path down the path back down the mountain.
Guys, what is next? What are we doing?
We're wanting to get in contact with Jarlath. No, not Jarlath.
Exactly, not Jarlaxle.
Totally not your
First off, he needs to legally change his name to not Jarlaxle.
Like the skin in League, definitely not Blitzcrank.
Same with it. M. Bison is in no way Mike Tyson.
I think we should leave.
Leave? So? Grendel. Scales.
Are we gonna stay here again?
How late in the day is it?
At this point, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. At least on this side of the planet.
Where do we want to go?
What all left do we have to do? I mean,
We have to go to the mountains for you. Or not the mountains, the
Lothal.
Lothal. We need
Right.
to get the book for Grendel. Right? And then we need to, you know, the queen. And then we need to deal with Kazuya.
didn't we also want to go to the Sapphire Shores?
Yes, but we want to, if he wants to. We will check to see if there's an option for him. If not, we will not go. As fair goes. If you find that you are comfortable with what's going on,
That's low on my totem list.
low, that is low on ours.
And at one point we mentioned the Shadowed Forest.
That's also low on my totem list.
What was it, the Shadow Forest?
I don't remember. You guys talked about it.
I'm following a lead.
What type of lead?
A shadowed one.
Okay. Alright.
The sooner we're out here, the better. This place is interesting.
It's very. It's calm. Alright, let's gather our things and then be on our way.
How? Hear in your head how, or no? You don't hear nothing. You hear me writing. Just bring it over. How do you think we should contact Francis Hooves?
Good question. He didn't give us anything to contact him, did he?
Can you cast the message spell?
I will say, you guys would all be aware that ravens are capable of finding people without an address. If you want to risk that, that's up to you.
I don't think we should have anything on paper.
Completely your choice.
Do all ravens look the same? Or are they,
As far as you've ever looked.
or I mean, like messenger ravens, or do they carry anything that would indicate where the raven is coming from?
So, the way the ravens actually work, which I believe, Grendel, you would be aware, is that they must fly a mile from their perch destination, essentially. And then they magically teleport to within a mile of their recipient. Which is how messages are able to go back and forth across Amicus so quickly. The only stipulation in that regard is that if you see a raven flying, it's usually delivering a message or has just delivered a message. That's why, especially in larger cities, it's very common to see ravens flying through the air.
Good luck to me. I can code
You're not
it.
using the bird. Can they deliver an item?
Up to a certain weight, yes. Up to about 5 pounds they can deliver an
Like
item.
some bracers?
Those bracers might be heavier because they shoot shit, don't they?
I mean, they're magical bracers that just weigh as much as bracers do. Here, I'll tell you how much they weigh.
I was going to say they should have a weight.
I think they're like 10 pounds.
Actually, they do not have a weight.
Okay,
Surprising.
they weigh nothing.
They weigh nothing.
That's the fucking joke of people at retail. Oh, if it didn't scan, it must be free.
Whoa, hey man, listen, just saying.
Anyone that's worked as cashier anywhere has heard that joke so many fucking times.
I can just tell him the next time he finds us there he is. I'll code the message. That way, if it is intercepted, it'll at least give them trouble to decipher it.
By the time they decipher it, we're to the meeting place and gone.
Yeah.
So then
Sounds good.
it needs to be a place that we can get to quickly before we receive the message.
Where's our destination right now? Where are we going first?
I feel like we should go to Lethal first. Let's wrap this up for Scales. Give her a peace of mind. Are you sure you don't want to go to the Shadow Forest?
Yes.
Positive.
It's too close to the Broken. We're not ready for that.
Then I say after Lethal, jump over to the Lost Islands. We'll figure out what to do after that.
I do want to go to Lothal, but maybe I want to do that when I'm more present.
But it's gonna take us a while to get there.
Yeah, we don't have to go right now, like at this immediate moment. We're talking. This is.
Oh no, I just thought maybe we were gonna walk through trees again.
Have you been to Lothal? You have.
What? Why don't we do this? Why don't we go back to the Wildwoods? We can stop into the swamps and then make our way to Lethal. We should check and see what's happened to home since we last left.
There's probably going to be different inhabitants.
Mm-hmm.
To guess. Are we sure we want me to teleport us directly into that?
Do you know a bit more of a reclusive spot in the Wildwoods?
Yeah. Could do that.
We could go see the Boy King again. Over in Gallet. They owe us a boon for their mob issue that we took care of.
What's the standing of Gallet with the crown?
So you spoke to
I
Lady Margrave about it a little bit.
Do have notes on that?
Gallet is in a little bit of a weird place because they've always been in good standing with the crown, but especially as of the past 3 generations, they've held, in particular, their hall has always been a neutral ground, where regardless of your legal status or warring status, you are able to meet without fear of essentially killing each other. It's where treaties are usually brokered in Terraton.
I have him down as a possible
Like a good spot
ally.
to have Kazia meet the queen.
I don't think the innocent people of Gallet deserve that.
True.
That fight is not worth it. Not there.
But yes, you could go there if you so wished.
What about the Frozen Waste?
There that we want to.
No, I mean,
It's good weather.
as far as a fighting location or meeting location.
Screw the orcs.
Right, the blood magic, got it. Blood forging.
There's not going to be a good place.
No, it's not. You really don't have a good.
Either way, we still need more information on the queen. So we'll send a message. I think that the best place to go to would be Gallet, and then head west to the swamps.
Gallet?
Sure.
Gallet?
I like Gallet. I've never been there before.
Grendel? Gallet. Okay. Get back, get our stuff. 10 minutes, we're in and we're out. Sound good?
The less time we spend in Galant, the better.
I agree. Talon, are you up to do this?
I can. I'm still at 100%. On the table, I still have 3 levels of exhaustion.
We should wait.
We got time. Team, we're gonna change that. I said 10 minutes. Let's spend another night.
I meant 3 days and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Brindle, while we have 3 days, I couldn't help but notice your new affinity for making and building things. I want to talk to you about this design I have for the Moonblade. We could just have these stones I purchased. And I'm wanting to use the stones as a type of enchant them to use a type of energy. Almost make them a conduit for the powers of each one. If that's something we can discuss.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that during our 3 days of recoup.
It's worth mentioning it would be 2 days if you also want to drink some more Camberline's tea. That is entirely up to you.
Sure.
When you're finished with your project, I have a project I'd like you to look at too.
Can we just
Look who's
commission?
popular today.
I'm just gonna go ahead and commission you.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's trying to do it for free. I'm trying to pay.
I can pay. How much money you got?
Probably not as much as you, because you're our finance guy. Yeah. So I don't.
You got more money than the accountant?
Yeah. No, I don't have more money than the accountant.
Not financing the banker.
Essentially, DM, do the moons, when the moons are in different phases,
Yes.
do they, and there are the different colors, do they do anything specific for different elements of the atmosphere? Do they do
So
different creatures?
the moons are always, each moon is always the same color.
Right?
The phases that most affect anything are new moons and full moons.
Okay.
The red moon is the moon of battle. And so that's why it said that any child born under a red moon is supposed to be more naturally gifted in combat.
Oh, look at me. Okay.
That can mean a number of things. It can mean that they're just better with tactics. It might mean that they have a greater number of foes that they can overcome. It might just mean that they're really good at being shouty and hitting things really hard. Likewise, those who are born under a new red moon
And
are...
what was that, half moon or
No, that's a full moon.
full moon? Okay.
Likewise, those that are born under a new red moon are said to be at bad luck in combat. They're likely to be injured far easier, have some misfortune befall them during a fight, possibly even die during fighting. The blue moon is the moon of intelligence. Those born under a full moon are said to be naturally gifted in minds and in the arcane arts. They are usually beings that are especially creative, people that know how to put together pieces of a puzzle in a new way. Likewise, those born under the new moon, new blue moon, are said to usually be not necessarily stupid, but a lot more one-directional in their thinking. They might be good at doing mathematics, for instance, but not good at trying to create new formulas or do things new. The violet moon is the moon of compassion. People born under a full violet moon are said to naturally be more empathetic. They typically make friends better. They have a lot closer relationships. Their marriages are usually happier. Likewise, those born under a new violet moon are people that typically are very disconnected from others. Most psychopaths are born under a new violet moon.
Okay.
I get why the look, and you are correct for the record.
Nope, I didn't even want to. I didn't even want to look because I knew. Go ahead.
When I found everybody's birthday, I did purposely put Lan under a new violet moon.
Okay.
The green moon is the moon of wealth. Those born under a full green moon naturally find more money than other people. They do better in business. They're better traders. They naturally have a gift for finding wealthy objects if they go treasure hunting and things of that nature. They're the people that play the lottery and keep winning, and you're just like, what the fuck? Likewise, those born under a new green moon have terrible luck with money. They lose it no matter what they do. They can make a sound. They can invest in the housing market, and that's when the housing market crashes. Like, you're just like, motherfucker, this was 100%. The boxer's supposed to take a dive, and they don't. That's these people.
It's a surefire deal.
They fall for pyramid schemes.
Yep. 100% fall for the pyramid schemes.
Give me 1,000 right now,
And I'll double it.
and I'll double it for you. And then you can hire 2 more guys to do what I just did
No,
for
you
you.
don't understand. They've got 10 million coming in from a Nigerian prince who just had his account locked up. That's coming in. It's gonna happen.
Oh God.
But that's the biggest effect the moons have. Or at least solo, that's the biggest effect the moons have. The other effect is that on nights when there are multiple full moons in the sky, multiple full moons in the sky, 3 or 4, they are exceptionally peaceful nights. It is usually a night given to some celebration, but it's a night whenever there's next to no violence or crime. Everything is just naturally paced in a much calmer state of being, including monsters. Likewise, there are cursed nights whenever there are 3 or more new moons in the sky. Everything is worse on a cursed night. Cities often come under siege from the wildlife. Everything in the weather seems to be against the people there. Cursed night, your best hope is to essentially hole up and try to get it through the purge.
Okay. Okay.
What's the moon phase right now?
Good question. It's gonna put it up there. I almost know.
We're 3 days away from a cursed night. Oh God.
Perfect time to make a magic item.
See here.
7 days of Dallas.
Oh, you guys are actually during your holiday. Tonight, the red, blue, and violet moons are all half. And the green moon is nearly full.
Okay.
Tomorrow would be the 5th of Telefet, which is the day of the Creativity Feast.
And the green moon is creativity.
The green moon is wealth.
Wealth. Okay.
The blue moon is intelligence.
Yes.
Violet is compassion, and red is battle.
Yes. Sorry?
I'll say when the blue moon would be creativity, right?
Yes, yeah, blue moon is typically people that are creative, yes.
That's why I was thinking the green moon was creativity because the creativity feast.
It's just when it happens to fall on. The Creativity Feast is always on the 5th of Telefet. And it would be fairly popular. The Creativity Feast is whenever the arts and music are usually very widely celebrated. A lot of people typically hold gatherings towards sunset to show off their new arts. It's a lesser practiced holiday. It's not especially popular in Solace. It's bigger in Terraton and Mirkart. But some people observe it.
So, what do you want to do with the blade?
Compare each one of the stones to an element.
You said tie them to the moons, even though the moons aren't tied to.
Right, the elements. Because if I would use the actual moons, that would. That's not gonna work.
What kind of stones do you have?
I have a ruby, I have a sapphire, I have an amethyst, and I have an emerald.
Are you having this conversation out loud or
I'm
separately?
out loud.
We're probably sitting down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
eating
this is
in the
with bad
hall.
on your way back from the Mountains Watch.
Oh wait, do you have any input on this ghost? As you're
That's the second smartest person in the party.
Yeah, definitely. Now that you're dabbling,
I think you
in
passed me, haven't you?
Yeah, I passed you a long time ago.
Yeah, okay.
Now, as you're dabbling in magic now.
When I was born under a blue moon.
I believe Randall actually was.
I don't know what moon I was born under. I don't know when I was born.
You weren't.
I was green.
You spawned.
I don't know if I have Ghost's birthday.
Oh, God, just spawned.
Yeah, from Satan. Why don't you tie each gem to
a... You're looking to use them to, I assume, enhance your blade.
Yes, but not just for combat.
Right.
I have
Pizza.
pizza. I have
just pulls a pizza out of nowhere? So I was thinking.
Oh, we got this time, guys.
Sorry, I had to get out my thinking pizza.
Understandable. We all have it.
Thank you, people.
It's the only true way to command things.
We all have one.
Well, I have a lantern of revealing that you might be able to use some of the power into one of the gems.
Oh, okay. Does anybody want any cheese bread?
Why don't you tie each gem to a different buff?
Yes. That's what I'm
Say
essentially
the
thinking.
right. So your ruby would essentially somehow enhance your fighting prowess. The sapphire would enhance your intelligence or something. Green maybe your luck. I'm not sure what you'll do with the amethyst, but
Did you say you want this in like a gauntlet form?
No.
You know what happens if you had a few more gems? Let's say like a topaz, maybe a.
To answer your question, Mikey.
Yeah.
Ghost was born on the first Appella under a ring.
Okay.
Oh. Yes, I'm gonna workshop some ideas. I like where you guys are at. Good job, bros.
right.
You guys should open up a store.
We could always just go back to Dreaming Dark and rob it again.
No, that worked out so well.
Didn't it? We got a huge chandelier.
It did.
And a passenger.
Yeah. To be fair, I already had the passenger. That was the other time I went.
It was made worse.
Maybe we did. Maybe I just don't go alone. That could be the problem.
No, you know.
A good retirement plan.
We'll have the front of the shop be a shop, and then we'll have a portal to the Dreaming Dark where we get our merchandise.
Exactly. Perfect.
It's.
I mean, my retirement plan is the bar.
We'll have a bar on the side.
I don't know if you would have a shop up in the mountains, though.
I mean, we have a portal to the bar.
I don't know, you always just make food.
See, you know, the people come into the town and with their magic items made, they give us the plans.
I feel like that might fuck somebody up a little
They
bit.
say, okay, you know, go through the portal into the bar. The bar just
Walk through the curtain to the other shop.
Exactly.
I have no idea what's going on.
Like one of those gas station subways.
Yeah.
Talon can do palm readings,
As you
combat training.
as you guys make your way back to Tiana, into the castle, you're greeted at the entrance by the guards, and hello. Okay. Stream's still going. I was wondering if it just kicked the stream out entirely. No, I didn't know. We're fine.
Some oil for this fucking.
fucking chair.
Anyway, as you guys are greeted at the door by the guards and you walk into the mess hall kind of to finish eating and discussing everything, for a second, Ronan, your heart stops. You look
Floor.
you walk in, and you see Darius sitting at the table.
Okay, I'm gonna come on like a little bit. Kind of a little PTSD here. Just have it. I don't pull it out. You know, it's just a slow reach for the pistol. You're like, oh, okay, just in case. Handbrake.
Probably seeing things, but you know, if I'm not.
No, I had that happen last night. I turned on the light in the bathroom, and one of the light bulbs, like, not burst, but it went out. It was really bright, and I went,
Right, you.
yeah! I was like, phasmophobia powers activate!
Did you punch a ghost?
That literally was just like, Nikki was washing on the bed, and she watched me. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Would you want me to try to imbue the power of the lantern revealing into maybe the sapphire gem?
Can we use it for the violet or the amethyst? Yeah, let's do that.
Well, I would have mentioned, or Ghost would have mentioned on our way back, when we got out of earshot of Sabrina, to just keep an eye on her.
Why?
She didn't seem very,
She's more than she lets on.
Like, yeah, we've met some people who are way more than let's on. There's some people who are.
But yeah, you see,
From what I can tell, she's
from what you can see, Darius is just sitting at this table.
But
Ulterior motives?
everybody's carrying on.
she has
Everyone's just carrying on. No one seems to
secrets.
give it a second glance.
But she seems trustworthy, but
Okay. Ronan's sick. I'll go sit next to him.
Does not glance over at you.
Perfect. Can I get an L, please?
Nail appears on the table.
Thank you. I'll just hang out and listen to them nerds brainstorm back and forth about ideas for the blade.
you hear what I said.
Which is, you don't trust Serena. She lets on more than what she's talking about.
Just keep an eye on her.
Yeah, 100%.
The
Not necessarily don't
figure next
trust,
to you
but be aware of her.
kind of looks across your group. You know what I gotta say? You all seem like bigger fools than I had expected.
Who the fuck is this?
Kind of stop. This is the Darius by your side.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dude,
Did we hear it or just him?
You guys all heard it. This figures. Yeah, everybody sees this.
Is he sitting at the head of the table, or is he sitting
No, he's sitting a little towards the head, but not at the head.
towards the
side.
head, but not the head? Like right hand side?
There, about it, yeah.
Okay.
You, Darius' son?
Grandson, actually. Dad in my grave.
I wrote that down. If I say something, I'm writing it down.
I'm assuming.
I'll read it off since we're kind of far away.
But yeah, as you're looking, it kind of becomes. You start to notice, as he says, that the pronounced difference is primarily that he is not actually human. You recognize the telltale signs of an Azimir. You see, just in particular, some high-level gear on him. You just recognize kind of, probably perhaps the biggest difference that you didn't immediately notice under the armor. This dude is jacked. Like, he has muscles on muscles.
So glad to see you here. Davion? Davian, yeah. How are you? You look well.
Wish I could say the same about you.
Feel pretty good. What brings you out?
Decided it was time for me to come home, relax a little. Heard some interesting things were going down. Apparently there's some woman in the Merchant Haven looking for a group of people that killed her husband.
Weird. That's wild.
Absolutely crazy.
So where were you if you were not here?
I, for a while, was down by the Temple of the Two Sisters.
Okay, I don't
By the brother and sister, rather.
Cool, cool. Fantastic.
Not ringing a bell to me, sorry.
You guys saw it on your way in, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's the temple down in, Sierra.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Fantastic.
Gotcha.
So,
Makes sense.
Davion, real quick, just out of curiosity. Have you never tried to wield the blade either?
I have not. I've seen a good number of people that have. Most tend to look like you.
Would you be offended if I was to wield the blade?
I would be impressed.
Find it funny, none of the bloodline wants the blade.
That's so.
Yeah,
Interesting.
very.
I'm sorry, how many of you are there?
There's only one of me.
Thank the gods. I meant how many Margraves are there? Other than your mother, your sister, and you.
There's Chloe, of course.
Right. Is Glenn still alive? Okay.
You saved her life.
You take your life.
Oh, right. I keep thinking of...
The drugs. I know.
No, it's no. Juliana, for some reason. When you said Chloe, my brain went to Juliana.
Juliana is not alive.
Right, that's what I thought. Right, okay, yeah, Chloe.
But there's Chloe, of course. My mother, as you mentioned, myself, my sister, my brother.
Oh, there's another brother. Another older, younger?
Younger brother.
Okay. He doesn't.
Do we have a name?
We do. He wouldn't say it though.
That's up to him to tell you.
It's complicated, right?
That sums it up pretty nicely.
You don't like your brother.
No, I like him just fine. There's just, differences there. I think I got it from his father.
His father?
Yes.
Not your father?
Ghost.
I'm just curious.
It's one of those situations where, like...
I don't get to ask questions.
No. It's one of those situations where, like, different
He'd like to hide his
dads, yeah.
family history?
Yeah, different dads. Not all of them great.
Oh. Why is that anything to be ashamed of?
Well, it's nothing to be ashamed of, just something you don't have to ask. Maybe he's not comfortable.
Slide a note over to him. How opposite of you is he?
You seem kind of consider the question. 20, 30%?
Expected more.
Depends on the day. As you guys are having this conversation, Sabrina walks over, sits down next to Davian. I wasn't aware you had arrived. Hello, brother dear. He kind of nods towards her. Pleasure as always to see you. Just getting acquainted with this interesting group of individuals.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have not introduced myself for the rest of us. I'm Ghost. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Ghost.
That's what I said.
Any last name?
Nope.
Really?
Well, not any that I'd know.
Fair enough. I'm not in any position to judge there. I recognize one of the Lost Islands. My thanks to you for your service. And you. I believe I've heard of you, although I don't believe we've ever met. Well, that sigil belongs to the Lunari, yes? Well then, well met, friend.
This is Talon.
Talon. A ghost, a Talon,
And the Ronin.
and a white guard.
Oh, it's Skelly.
So weird when there's a player not sitting at the table.
And the duck.
Skips right over it. Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Don't try and eat them. She doesn't like when people try that.
Wasn't, but I appreciate the warning.
Anyway.
Oh, please don't let me keep you from discussing whatever it was.
You strike him.
I'm doing schematics this whole time. I didn't let him stop
Grindles
me.
in the mind bells.
You strike a odd resemblance to your
All the good genes came my way.
naturally. Yes. What will you two be doing? Now, seeing that you're so happy to see each other, what do you guys have planned?
When Ronan says that, I look directly at Sabrina.
She just smiles at you.
Big night, big day, big week.
Well, I have a number of activities that will keep me in the city for a while.
Oh, such as.
Well, I'm responsible for much of our family's political matters. Very droll stuff, honestly, but what must be done, of course. And especially given that we now have a questionable relation to wanted criminals, I have to smooth over some dealings.
Oh, okay. Would you mind if I came with you? I was looking to get more into a political field.
I think that on this particular venture, that would be a horrible idea.
Well, you're in the city, right?
Yes.
Is there going to be somebody there that shouldn't be?
Not in the city, no. Where I will be going when I leave the city, yes.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You said you're doing dealings in the city.
Oh, no, here it's mostly just a bunch of political paperwork and stuff of that matter. Getting ready, of course. Getting proper documentation, all sorts of that work. If you'd like, you can be with me. It's very boring.
I could use boring.
And you're free to sit in. Provided you don't touch anything, of course.
Of course. Of course.
But, even I find that I need a little bit of fresh air at night. If Ghost would be willing to accompany me, of course.
Sure. I have nothing better to do for the next several days.
But you certainly don't have to. I simply figured you would want to let off some steam.
I'd like to explore the city.
Then I would be happy to be a guide.
In the middle of this conversation, I slide a note over to her asking for if there's a workshop I can use.
We do have facilities. They may not be as advanced as you would hope, but they should be somewhat serviceable. There are a number of forges in the city that I'm sure would make the benches and tools open to you. You kind of see her just slowly kind of more pick at the food on her plate than actually eat it as she begins pulling out a thin book that you can see has a list of different royal families across Terraton and going through it.
Damien, what will you be doing with your time here?
I will actually not be here for much longer. I merely came up to visit my mother and make sure everything was going to be alright. Now that I see we're not immediately going to blow up, I have to be resuming my duties at the temple soon.
Well then. Even though it was short-lived, it was nice meeting you.
You as well.
I will reach out to shake his hand.
Kind of glasters and squeezes it tighter than it needs to.
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze back. You know, there's that standoff.
Alright, go ahead, make an athletics check.
Was that charging?
Yeah, why?
I tried that port earlier and it just wouldn't charge this.
Natural 20.
Yeah, no. I'm at 100% now.
Okay. I switched ports and it's fine.
Weird.
You grip his hand harder than you have ever gripped anybody's hand.
I don't want to meet. I don't want to like go past for meat.
Even at that, you can feel he has some immense strength in this grip.
Absolutely.
And you could tell that pound for pound he would absolutely crush you. But you do manage to hold to his grip.
And when he's ready to unlock, I'll unlock.
It's a firm handshake that goes on for a
Unnecessary.
good 10 seconds.
They both have boners.
You two want us to leave the room, or
No more than 2 shakes.
Any more than that, you're playing with it.
okay, this is getting weird.
They're just holding hands.
Exactly.
I bring him in. I'll actually now try to bring him in a little bit.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you mocking me?
I have an oath of my own.
I will release. And is everybody leaving at this point?
Many people are leaving, yes.
No, I mean I don't care about anybody. I mean my like.
Oh yeah, no, your party, yeah, whatever you guys
I'm
do.
about to be, but I first give you a list of
First, I want to see where this goes.
I take the list, and as we're all walking out, you guys hear me go, he's strong as fuck. Jeez.
Ghost, go ahead and make a perception check real quick.
Yeah, I was wondering if I was
They're both doing that.
It's over 9,000.
Lots.
As you're walking away,
27.
you hear Sabrina just hiss, "That was completely unnecessary. It was fun."
Goals. Can I look at his shit?
Yeah, I was just like, can I
gear?
He said it was really high level gear.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make investigation checks.
There were a certain belt on there.
Yeah. Above table.
Belt of
There it is.
intelligence.
Oh yeah.
Investigation?
Yes.
He's just actually that jacked.
23.
Belt to be smart.
23.
It's all the way you
29.
can carry on a conversation.
29.
29.
23.
23. You do recognize there are 2 things in particular that catch your attention. The first is the shield, which is far more intricate and carved with several runes on it. It's way beyond anything you've ever dealt with running. You've seen well-made shields that give you kind of an extra boost with magical energy. This is something far beyond that.
Okay.
You don't recognize the shield in particular, but it's okay. That is
It's
some next
legit.
level shit.
Yeah.
The other thing that catches your attention is, yes, there is a particular belt.
Belt of intelligence.
Goals. Fuck you.
Intelligence.
And the belt is similar, but not the same to something Scaly's been futzing with a little bit.
That's Skelly once.
No, she's been fussing with.
Oh, okay.
She's been kind of messing with the belt all day.
Do I know where she got it?
You haven't asked.
How many clasps on this belt?
2.
How many holes?
It's a double buckle.
Double buckle? Yeah, as it should be. As it should be.
What kind of leather is this made?
It's a hefty belt.
It's made out of a combination primarily of there's a strange mixture of horse leather and actually a little bit of flesh kind of imbued into it from something very large. You're not sure what.
Motifs on this belt? Coloration?
The belt does have a couple of inlaid red sigils that have been laid across it.
Which I recognize?
What languages do you speak? Do you speak Giant?
I don't speak Giant.
Then no.
I could in 10 minutes.
Okay, are you just gonna sit and stare at the man's belt?
Oh wait, which belt are you looking at?
His belt. And,
Oh,
actually,
his belt.
His belt and her belt.
Okay, well her belt has the red sigils.
Okay.
His has white.
It says white. Also in Giant?
Also in Giant.
Yeah, I bet.
She knows giant but can't read, and I know giant but can't see.
You're like, wait a minute, no, the pieces are all here. We'll make this work.
She describes the angles to you.
And then it has a weird little flicky upper curve.
Mind me right now.
Give him your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and we will go ahead and take a break for a minute there. So everybody home, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And welcome back. So, as you guys kind of go back and forth over the ideas of what you want to do, Rendell, over the next couple of days, you find a forge. I need you to go ahead and make 4 tinkering checks for the rupees, or for the gems.
How many?
4.
4.
Let me know which one in particular you want to do the
Wait.
rupee on.
Do we have new inspiration? As it has been days.
Show of hands, who wants new inspiration?
Oh, hold on.
Okay,
Wait.
we'll do new
Yeah,
inspiration.
yes, I do.
Apparently nobody had good inspiration.
Yeah, we were all
Oh
trash.
my god, yeah, we both had 6s. 6? We got 3 6s over here.
I burned my 5.
My 5.
All 3 of you had 6?
Yeah,
I had a 6 as well.
We had all 6s.
You guys all had shit.
All the 6s
What
in
was
your
yours?
deck. A 5.
Oh my god.
Okay, then yeah, you guys can have new inspiration.
Oh my god.
Look,
That one.
once again, Ronan always looking out for the party.
Okay, alright.
6.
No, but it's a little better.
Gotta be a 7 or 8.
Mark.
Come on, guys.
It's technically better.
D.
Fuck you. Your face.
What was my other choice?
It was a 9. Yours was a face.
Yeah, I bet it was.
I'll do hers.
Yes!
All right. This. Oh, this side of the table riding high.
Sir.
Okay, that time you just correctly.
What?
That time you chose correctly.
I got your card.
Does it go?
Both of you had 2 face cards.
Alright. So, my all-purpose tool gives me +3 also?
Yep.
Is this a check or save?
This is a check.
Which one are you doing first?
Yeah, because whatever one goes to Tez, he can help you with.
Yeah, I can. Well, I have the Amulet Sentinel, but I can also cast Disguise Self.
Yeah. So you have advantage on the amethyst and the ruby.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with the easiest, what I think the easiest one is.
That will probably be the amethyst, as that's an uncommon item and Ghost can help you with it.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yep. So make a tinkering tools check with advantage.
With advantage, and it's my intelligence
Yes.
plus my
Proficiency.
+3.
Yeah.
And proficiency.
Yeah, because you're proficient with
So what is that?
That's like +10. No,
Yeah.
10. Is it 10?
I think.
Like
Well, our proficiency
Proficiency
is
is 4.
plus 3 is
5
7.
for intelligence, so
Okay,
that's
11.
9.
Or
Plus an additional
3
plus
12.
3, so
Plus
plus
12.
12.
Yeah. Okay. Come
Roll
on.
plus 12.
Come on, baby.
advantage.
Okay.
It is mark. It'll either be a 1 or a 20.
So it's +12?
Yeah.
26.
Okay. That one, you manage that in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's one of the smoothest enchantments you've ever done.
And then I will do the next easiest one, which would be
The
the
next easiest one would be either the sapphire or the emerald.
We don't have anything for emerald yet.
Oh yeah, no, I apologize, you didn't go around the city yet.
Yeah, okay.
So
So
sapphire.
I'm gonna do sapphire, then we'll work on the emerald.
Okay.
Sapphire.
And does he also get advantage because I have the necklace? Or is he just he's using the necklace?
The necklace is just lowering the DC.
Got it.
25.
25? Sapphire goes in almost as smoothly.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go and try to find some Eyes of Charming or similar charisma-based item.
You go around town asking about for a little bit, and after about 10 minutes, they're able to point you towards somebody who deals in those things. And he kind of smiles and looks at you and goes, I have a couple items that might help. I do have a set of Eyes of Charming that you may use if you so need. Alternatively, and he holds up a small bag. These may not be.
No,
These can be many things. No one seems particularly interested in them. If you wanted to try them, you may.
It's a deck.
It is a deck.
How much for both?
He looks at you confused.
Yeah, 'cause it's
I don't
definitely
understand.
bro.
Veteran.
But you're just giving them to me?
You need them, yes.
Weird.
You've already been told about this.
Yeah, I know, I have.
What is this?
Weird place.
Heroes does not practice trade money.
So what do I do? And
If you need it, you may have it.
okay.
They have no military and no economy. Like you were so distraught by it. What? Do I need to do a dance? What is this?
This is definitely forging music.
I'm gonna take
I'm an hashtag.
both, but I'm also gonna leave him a note to my name and just some way he can contact me
Smiles at you.
if you ever need anything.
That was 225. I'm still in the good zone.
Yep. Smiles at you. Can I see you? You've been hard at work. Do you need some water or?
No, I'll pat his shoulder and cast haste on him as I leave.
He just looks confused down at his own feet for a second. Thank you, sir.
I just concentrate on that for the maximum duration as I head back to the keep.
Alright, well, you add whichever one you don't want to try to enchant into your inventory.
I don't want to do a deck of many things on his sword.
You may do whatever you wish to do with
I
it.
don't want to do that.
Imagine me dealing a card to somebody. I just flick the blade in the card.
Okay, twisted fate.
Oh shit, I gave him a wish.
But the difference is the wish is corrupted.
Not if he gets it.
So I'm gonna do the Eyes of Charming, I think.
Go ahead and roll. Add your 12.
I'm just gonna give him this now. I don't know what it is yet.
You don't even know what it is yet?
I don't even know what it is yet. He said, I don't like the way he
Yeah,
said it.
it's gonna be needed.
So,
So
plus 8.
16, or no, 14 plus 8.
You did need it. The DC was 17.
Okay, okay.
So you cleared it.
Ron is just like pacing back and forth, like 10 steps behind, looking, as there's just a bunch of
And the only one
stuff.
left is the ruby.
Okay, I'm gonna do the ruby.
It's a little more difficult.
Which one is this? The
You'd be
battle?
super tempted.
The ruby is the
So
amulet, right?
do you want the amulet or the shield?
I'll take the amulet. I was born under a full red moon.
Yes.
Could I assist him with this?
Your assistance is the fact that he's able to do this at all.
Perfect.
Yeah, the fact that it's so tied to your to you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and reach for this just in case. I'm gonna wait till I see his facial expression. Just like a smite.
All right. So that's
DC should be lower because you're
that's 19,
killing the amulet.
and plus whatever his is, 10, and then I'm gonna use Flash of Genius to add additional 5.
Okay. So that would be a total
34.
of 34. The DC was 23. it's harder. It's still just a rare.
Might as well use it.
I mean,
So as you kind of have sat there and you're putting everything together, you're like, okay, this is it's pretty good. It went better than you expected. You basically the way this is gonna work. I'll add it to the sword later. Each of the abilities have a special ability or a special charge. Before you're able to use any of them, they will have to spend a full night under the full moon
Okay.
related to their charging. At that point, the
I'll
ability
take
will
that.
then become active.
I'll take that.
On the night when it's charging, you do have to be with the sword, which means you will not get sleep that night.
I'll take it.
which moon's close to full right now?
At the moment, the green moon is close to being full.
Okay.
We're gonna test it out. And I'm gonna.
And you said the other ones are halves, each halves right now?
The other ones are all halves, or at least they
Okay.
were last night.
Okay.
We're gonna try it out.
And how long is the cycle?
Oh, each moon has a different cycle.
How long? Okay.
The longest
So
is
the-
the
for each-
longest
each
is the
time-
green moon, which is 40 days.
So for each time that they want he wants to use it, he needs to
No,
charge it?
in order
Just
for the
first
ability to
time?
be activated,
Okay.
it needs to be under a full moon. Yeah, no, that would be very mean for.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Man, that's a rough item, but I'll take it.
You realize we are building you an artifact weapon right now.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
But it's wait till I get my final piece.
Is it still gonna be?
Wait till I get my final
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Wait till I try to coerce the DM.
That's cute.
He thinks I'm trapped in here with him. He's trapped down here with me.
So what?
Oh, don't worry, man.
what moon are we
Monster
missing?
CR is ticking up.
We're missing a moon still, aren't we?
We did.
No, there's 4.
Amethyst.
We did the amethyst.
Okay, yeah.
We did
For some
the.
reason, I thought there was 5.
We did the ruby. We did the emerald, and
We did the sapphire.
sapphire?
Yep.
And in the future,
The first one you did was the amethyst, then you
we're
did the
gonna do a
sapphire.
new moon one, where everything's new moon.
Don't worry, guys. I will protect you.
I'm surprised you don't have like one large diamond to represent
Not yet.
the full moon.
Not yet. Not yet.
And then I'm
We're getting there.
work on his bolt.
Okay. Get a look at it. In theory, what he wants to do isn't all that complicated. Go ahead and make a tinkering tool check.
I'm bringing him like tons of like water to keep him hydrated as he's just been in this
24.
forge going nuts.
24. It takes a hot minute,
God,
but eventually, kind of look at it and go, okay. I think I can apply this. Essentially, the way we're going to treat this is going to be as if the crossbow has a charge to it, which will be the number of times you can use this before the oil has to be recharged, so to speak.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a lighter.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, artificers. I love you.
Alright. Anything else anybody wants to do over this 2-day period?
Sleep.
You sleep hard.
I occasionally check in on
You've
him.
only ever once been this exhausted, and that was not fun.
Actually, you know what? While he's sleeping, I go into the room
And I take all the stuff.
and I just kind of like stand, like I sit on the bed and watch him creepily, might I add. And then I just kind of say softly, "This is all gonna work out. You'll get the wildwoods back, everything. You deserve your life. I promise." Then I'll like kind of like pat his head and I'm out.
He is very hot to the touch. It's like the worst part of Brazilian chili all over again. Where's milk?
Oh, he needs some milk.
So, while Ronan, you are sitting in on Sabrina, it is exceedingly dull. You don't know that you've ever been this bored. You don't sit down and do paperwork regularly, and this is full of legalese. So go ahead and make an investigation check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, cool.
And for myself, after them, I'm gonna try to transfer my shield of arrow catching to a plus 2 basic shield.
Yeah, 7.
If it's higher, you may use your insight stat.
My what?
Insight.
No, dog, 7.
That was
It's
worse.
7 or 4. With it, if it wasn't for a disadvantage, it would have been a natural 20.
Yeah, unfortunately, you hate this stuff.
Man,
You're bored out of your gourd.
All right.
So you kind of try to pay attention. You keep finding your mind just drifting.
I would actually just ask her more questions than anything.
Yeah. And she does her best to explain to you. It's very much like every time she says 3 sentences, she has to go back and explain some premise, and you quickly lose interest. But
There is one specific question I do want to ask.
we'll get to that. As far as you can tell, she doesn't appear to be betraying the family in any way. Okay. So as far as your specific question,
So after about 10 minutes of awkward silence, because I feel like I've annoyed her, I'm going to come back and annoy her. And I just kind of like, I'm watching her do all her shit, sign documents, do the flip over, initial here, sign here, initial here, sign there. I just, Sabrina, real quick, while you're doing all this, and I know
Yes.
I've been kind of a bother. Tell me, how exactly would one legally overturn or find a loophole in a hierarchy?
there are a number of different ways.
Ronan takes out his pad. Now this is what he
Obviously, it depends on the specific laws of the country.
country. So country does
My
that.
father was handed his kingship, whereas Marcellus and Ignatius blackmailed the previous king into handing it over at his death.
Right. He was a piece of shit from what I heard. Go ahead.
Laiu Marcellus inherited and then gave away. So, typically at death is a more common way of it being passed off from one to another. As far as the original founding of Terraton, it was made into a proper country. Let me check my own history here.
That's right. Well, people.
Oh, I already had it pulled up. I just need to actually read it.
That's right. That's right.
History of Terraton.
I got this.
You got us for what? What are we doing?
Just look shit up. I'm making him look shit up. Every time.
You make me look up shit as a Drozy all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
You're the brains of the party. That's not our fault. You did that.
I didn't do that. The dice did that.
You chose that life.
But you allocated the stats.
Yeah, that's fair.
You could have been a buff cleric.
That is fair.
Oh wait, you are a buff cleric.
I am a buff cleric.
Could have been a dexterous cleric.
You could have been a paladin.
You could have been a paladin.
No, I can't.
No, I said you could have been.
Could have been.
Oh.
You can if you want. We'll make it work.
But he can't, though.
We'll make it work.
Hey. What did the gods say? Here's the problem. You mortals always want to get involved. Let us handle this.
Why the fuck can I not
We will
find...
manipulate the numbers how we see fit.
But God, I'm not charismatic enough.
Let me ask you a question. You watch movies?
Yeah.
You're charismatic enough.
Okay.
Oh, your wisdom? What about it? So that's a 9 now? I see absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I see this is an absolute win.
That's an absolute win. You're buff as fuck. You got an IAC. What's the problem?
All right.
All your
Sorry.
advantages are gone?
I don't know why the history was done on the page it should have been on. But yes, the Riverwoods formed Terraton into what it is in 2532. And in doing so, he actually managed to properly structure the country after the War of Roses. But yeah, no, that was obviously just in essentially declaring that the country was a country. He took kingship that way. There have been a few coups over the years, overthrowing the old king and declaring yourself in charge.
What if there was an actual direct blood descendant?
In that case, again, it depends on the specific family. For example, the Colwells have a rather unusual form of successorship, which is whenever their heir of choosing turns 30 years old, they take over the throne.
What if there was a direct descendant to king or queen?
In the case of the Riverwoods, I assume you're asking.
Sure, yeah.
If there is a living direct male descendant, they take priority. If there is no male descendant, the nearest living male relative takes over. If there is no nearest living male relative, then it passes to the first female descendant, and so on.
Gotcha.
If they are the only member of their family, that's whenever the city would actually have to step in and elect a new king. And that gets more complicated.
Or queen.
Usually king.
But could it be a queen?
It could be.
And the city would have to elect that.
Yeah, well, one could try to claim it, but then of course they have to deal with if the old guard follow them, and that gets complicated.
Huh. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, essentially it all falls into power goes to those people who are willing to follow.
And just real quick, what if said individual isn't elected officially? They just kind of just take claim.
Again, no, yeah, it depends if the god or people will follow them. If you call yourself king, but nobody's willing to be your servant, you're not much of a king.
What if they call themselves king and sure, maybe some people call them king, but they don't really, there hasn't been like a
Then
ceremony.
you fall into the position that the Cullen family did in the Wildwood some little ways ago. I believe your friend Talon actually is familiar with the history.
Okay.
The
Paxton?
Brahmins.
Rowan.
Blanking on that. The Brahmin family attempted to perform a coup some years ago, declaring themselves the proper rulers of Terraton and that everyone else needed to get the hell away from their forest. And very nearly succeeded in taking over the tower, were it not for the fact that Kullo was killed by his sister in order to stop him from more than likely wiping out their family or a great number of innocents. Though, had he succeeded and the people were willing to listen to him, he might have been king.
Well then, Serena, I appreciate all the knowledge and education I've received.
I don't know how you can. This stuff is dreadfully boring, but I hope it helped.
It definitely did. I'm
Discord for you, by the way.
I'm gonna head back to the forge and see how my friend Grendel is doing. No need to get up. I can let myself. Once again, thank you, and I will back out and then back to the forge. How is forge life going?
Fine, I actually found out the plus 16.
Good to know. Good to know.
Shame. Dave, shame.
But I'm gonna try to.
Shame.
I'm gonna try to transfer.
Oh yeah, your shield into a +2. The biggest complication in this is actually controlling the magical energy. So this would be again a tinkering check, but it would be your con instead of your intelligence.
Isn't that more?
I don't know what your con modifier is.
My Arcana is +9.
No, your con.
Oh, my con.
Yeah,
I thought you said Arcana.
No, it's for you to keep concentration while you're moving the magic.
Is this like a Constitution?
Yeah, it's like a Constitution saving throw.
I have advantage on this.
Okay.
Darius had somewhere where he trained at, right?
Yeah.
On the grounds. Ronan will go there.
As you enter them, they are completely and utterly deserted. In fact, you get the impression nobody has been here for a very long time.
Cool. I'm gonna cut the lights on.
You're like going down into the old shield
Yeah.
base.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like you're going down into the fucking deserted monster truck
Yeah,
arena.
I'm definitely in that shit.
Roaches scatter.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
Primarily, you can, like, it's been cleaned up. Like, this isn't like people just left one day and never came back. You can, like, tell, like, this was very clearly, they decided they were done with this.
Are there any training dummies?
There are many training dummies. They are all lined up on the wall at the moment.
Yep, I'm gonna set them up.
Okay. Easily done so. There are a number of duller swords and blunted arrows.
Yep.
For aiming and targeting and things of that nature.
I will take the 2 of the duller swords.
As you are kind of looking around everything, you do notice the dummies glow with some sort of weird arcane outline.
Yeah, here we go. Let's get to the shit. Do I recognize the outline, or is it just...
You do not.
Okay. I'm gonna plunge both swords into the sand or dirt or whatever the arena is made out of on the floor, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at one of the dummies. The furthest dummy away that's lit up.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah. $17.
17.
It's 18. I'm gonna use my 7.
Okay.
Make it a 25, and then Flash of Genius to make it a 30.
Alright. Easily done. 30 is more than enough to move the enchantment over. 17. You fire the arrow off, and it flies through the air, and not quite as precise as you might have liked, but it still hits the dummy solidly in the chest.
Nothing happens, doesn't explode.
Nothing happens.
Cool, I'll pick up the duller swords. Let's get to it.
Alright.
And I'm just down there working.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. We'll just call this an average.
16.
16. Again, not the best fighting you've ever done. You're more comfortable with the Moonblade. But you managed to kind of dig into them fairly well, and after a few strikes, you noticed that you kind of started to shred the straw out of the dummy.
Cool. I'm gonna do this for about an hour.
And as you kind of step back from it, straw slowly draws back up and reseals itself.
I'm gonna do this till I'm tired. I'm going to do this till I am tired. Yeah, cool, perfect. I'm good. Ronan's good. He made me sleep in that bitch. He's good.
As you're going at it, after about an hour, you just hear a soft voice from behind you. If you want to, you're free to practice your magic on them as well.
David?
You see Marcellus sitting in the stands watching him. Darius wanted to make sure he had somewhere to really explore what he had.
Can't lose.
I believe Igni practiced Meteor Swarm once in here, and that was the last time that was allowed to happen. But anything shy of that, you should be fine.
Groaning, panting very heavily. No magic. Just letting out some stress. Do you care to join?
You hear him softly whisper, and all of a sudden you just, like, without even seeing him fully move, you just hear the, and you see 3 arrows sticking out of the furthest dummy from you.
Oh, that's a yes.
I will.
Playing catch, guys.
Go out and toss the arrows around. Wait a minute, something about what I said doesn't seem right.
It's monks just doing the stupid reaction thing monks do.
The missile snare. Alright. Anything else for anyone else?
I believe Ghost was going out, wasn't he? Yeah. Ghost night out!
Bar crawl, bar crawl.
How does that go?
Oh, this is what I've been waiting on. Hey,
Hold on 1 second.
Oh God, what is that?
He just has to go to the bathroom again.
I was like, what are we waiting for?
Ghost says no, he's on a date.
No.
A mutual agreement.
Yeah, it's a date. You mutually
Actually,
agreed to be together.
I would say it's a mutual passion.
Sounds
Not that kind of passion, though.
like a date. Everything you said sounds like a date.
Not a date.
So,
Riddle, what does that sound like?
Date.
it's absolutely a date.
It's not a date.
It sounds like a date. You made a time and a place to meet. You're going to do something you both like and care about. And you guys just met. That's a date.
Now you get to have a date with Sherlock.
I'm sorry, D, it's not personal.
No, that's
Bring
fine.
it on.
Ghost on a date. This is good for him.
I mean, I've slept with half the table at this point, so, you know.
Ah, that took me a second.
I saw the gear have to catch for a second in your head.
Yeah. Actually, can I find Ghost before he leaves?
If you want to.
I'll actually just kind of.
You're used to Ghost's nighttime,
Yeah, I'm
wanderings.
gonna walk into his room, and I'd actually, if I could time this just right, I'd like to catch him as he's going out the window.
Make we'll call this insight.
Okay. God, I never wanted to hit.
Ghost, make a deception check.
Make a deception check.
Fuck.
You sure you want to do this? I'm really not that good at deception either, but a 25. Or 24, sorry. 24.
12.
You think you know what time he's gonna sneak in? You're like, okay, this is about it. And you find Ghost just sitting on the bed reading.
Oh, I expect you to be getting ready to go do stuff.
What?
You know, you normally go out, peruse the city, so on and so forth.
Just a quiet night with my spell book.
You're not going out tonight.
What do you need?
I just wanted to come see how you were doing. You were very weary of Sabrina. I spent the day with her, watching her do paperwork. She's not awfully off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a little mysteriousness to her, though. I know you're into those kind of things. I just wanted to come talk to you. You know, you happen.
Can I make an inside check on what his real motivation here is?
Sure. Running, are you hiding your motivation?
Oh.
I'm not hiding it. I don't have anything to hide from Ghost.
What'd you roll, Ghost?
I respect his perception too much.
5?
Yeah, I'm not hiding.
You kind of are interested, but you're also really distracted by pretending you're not. about to go out.
I'm playing a role.
Yeah, you're playing too many roles at once.
Yeah, I'm playing too many roles at once. Okay.
Well, go, spending time with her, and then your paranoia about her got me thinking. Have you thought about life after adventure? Like what you would do?
No.
Maybe open up a store.
It's
If you had like an academy.
That is the second time you've mentioned the store.
Well, I feel like the store is where there's a lot of good to come out of the store, right?
You guys just hear from the other side of the wall. And a bar.
And a bar. Yes. Thank you, Scales, for eavesdropping. Perfect.
Thank you for speaking loud enough to hear.
No problem. So I just want you to put some thought into that as well.
Well, when we're in the moment where we're not going to be either eviscerated or thrown in prison for the rest of our lives for something we didn't do,
Understand.
happens, like at that time, I'll think about the future.
Perfect. I appreciate you, Ghost.
Politics, huh?
You got to know your enemy. And I think I might have found something. But a lot more research needs to happen before I can really say anything.
I'm going to be honest, I've never seen you show any inkling of an interest in political...
Strange times. So, let's get back to your studies. And then,
I won't ask what you're up to if you don't ask what I am.
I am absolutely not. And as I'm closing the door, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Are you attempting to conceal that you're casting Hunter's Mark on Ghost?
Absolutely not.
Ghost, you feel Hunter's Mark being cast on you. You're familiar enough with the spell, you know what's been done.
Come on.
I'm going to, when he does that, I'm just gonna give him a raised eyebrow and just mutterly cast prestidigitation, and you just smell shit. Just right on your nose.
You gave me the hit. Before I close the door, I'll be back up. It's okay. Yeah, alright. And I close the door.
Fair enough.
You just hear Marcellus laughing a little ways away.
Oh, it smells bad in here. I'm gonna go back to my room. Oh, it smells bad in here too. He's having shit while he slept.
Why does this castle smell like shit?
I'm gonna lift the blanket up on Talon just to see if he like shit everywhere.
You're like, what the fuck? You check your own boots.
Like, I'm checking my
dog shit. It took me less than an hour.
Oh my god. I'm not proficient enough. Even though I don't understand why it smells like shit.
You use, you don't study.
Yeah.
Actually, that works out really well because your power is all divine. His are learned. So
the next hour, just
Oh.
you can't figure it out. Everything you smell just smells like shit.
I take the time to take my armor off and start cleaning it. I go take a shower.
It'll make water hot enough.
Or a bath, I guess. I go bathe and I'm like, oh, it's everywhere.
It's like,
Oh.
it's straight back. So he's like,
the second he leaves, that'll keep him busy, and I go out the window.
When you go out the window, I just say, yeah, motherfucker, I knew it. Oh, God, what is it? My armor? What is it? Is it my sheet?
What is it?
Do you have facial hair? No, I guess
I do have facial hair.
You're gonna come back. It's gonna be shaved off.
I'll tell you what.
It's my beard. It's always been the beard.
It's got a lot thinner, just from me just like scrubbing it.
right at the hour mark, so it wears off, so he's convinced it was his beard.
My own hair suddenly smells like shit.
Ronan really is just paranoid now. Because when Ghost left last time, they got attacked by demons. So now he's just...
From now on, double shampoo every night.
So...
Alright. So, you meet with Sabrina in the town. She's poised atop a roof, and she's wearing entirely black garb. Pleased to see you coming on. Maybe your friends would keep you busy.
No, they, though I think one of them's going to know where I'm at.
As you say, you just hear, everything smells like shit!
At this point,
He's preoccupied.
once the hour passes, Ron will just go to a window and just look out.
So, you guys go out for the evening, kind of scouring around, trying to find anything askance or amiss. After about an hour's patrol through the town, she shrugs. It's always usually quiet here anyway. Whenever everything is available for free, not much worth stealing. I go for a place a little more exciting.
What did you have in mind?
I have access to a place quickly. Almost certainly be full of less honorable people in the evening.
She's taking up the capital city.
Kind of.
Lead the way.
See her kind of pull out a strange ring and whisper a few arcane words, and as what you recognize to be a temporary teleportation sigil appears on the ground. When you step through it, find yourself.
Hunter's mark drops. Quick
Yep,
drop.
yeah, Hunter's mark will drop. You find yourself once again in Merchant's Haven. Now back to his usual bustling bit of business. You see no evidence that the Queen is still around. Kind of breathe out a sigh of relief. But the soldiers she was with have all vacated, and business appears to have gone back to what it was. In the middle of the evening, as it is in the middle of the evening, I should say, after about another half hour of scouting, you guys find someone in the back of a brewery, kind of rolling several barrels out. And she just smiles slowly. Finally. Let's see, how do we want to tackle this one? Yes, perfect. She
Sure.
kind of blinks into the brewery. After about 20 seconds, back onto the roof. This should be fun. And another couple seconds go by. You see the guy go back into the brewery. You're rolling out another barrel. As he reaches the door, you suddenly hear a scream of pain, and look down as you see a about 6-inch long spike piercing through his palm that appears to have been stuck into the barrel at the point where he's been rolling it. And she just smiles and goes, "You dumb fuck." As he just kind of slowly trying to peel it back, you see, you would recognize the telltale signs of acid burning as he manages to kind of slowly pull his hand off the spike. And as she's watching, she goes, "That's right, run, you stupid." You see him kind of panicking and start to run off. And she smiles. "Time to catch prey."
Ladies first.
And she kind of, you see her kind of begin uncoiling a long length of rope. And run off kind of where he could be headed off to. What would you like to do?
Is she gonna climb down or run down?
She's running down.
I'll behind her. Put up first.
Okay. She kind of shows up. She shouts out to you. Cut off his exit.
I'll move to flank.
Alright.
Where he goes.
Go ahead. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. You have to back speed. Go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage.
Come on, man, you're making me look bad in front of the vigilante.
Not intimidating.
You're making me look bad.
10.
10. It's, you definitely wouldn't scare a giant, but being that this dude has just been stabbed through the hand caught thieving, he's pretty fucking scared right now.
This is a human?
This is human.
Okay.
As soon as he sees you, he's just, fuck! He turns around and begins sprinting back up the alleyway where Sabrina is hiding.
No, not that way.
And as he does, you hear the telltale sound of a snare trap catching him. And she just kind of very slowly walks up to him, and you hear her mutter in a slightly distorted voice, my, how the thieves of this town have fallen. Don't worry, You'll live. And you see, you just begin slowly pulling out a paring knife.
Hmm.
Are you planning on torturing
Bring him?
Just planning on making sure he can't be a repeat offender.
Hmm.
That.
I'm scaroused.
That is a little aggressive, don't you think?
You know the old laws. If you steal, you lose a hand. I'm not suggesting anything more extreme than that.
Why don't you find out who he's stealing for?
Criminals all want to make up stories, whether they're real or not. Not really my concern.
Let me put it this way. I settle for the guppy when you can get the shark.
Oh my gosh, this is.
And I'm gonna grab him, pull him up to his feet. I'm gonna take his head. My friend here. Now, you have two options. I can leave you to her fate. Or, you can answer my question. Maybe leave with some form of dignity.
Yeah, I'd like that option way better.
Would you?
Yes!
Good.
Sit down.
He's hanging upside down at the moment.
Oh! That works too.
He looks confused. You just kind of hoists himself up with his foot a little bit.
He's just trying to follow directions. You got him.
So, who are you stealing the barrels?
There's a guy I sell them to up a little bit in near the Everspeed coast. He buys the barrels at half price, but you know, I mean, profit, right?
Mm-hmm. And this person's name?
Sorry. Where's my fucking book at?
Good.
There we go.
Yeah, we got him. He's in the book, guys. Oh wait, has anybody?
The triad.
Has anybody? Has anybody rolled a natural one today?
No.
No.
I rolled a 2, but not a 1.
Wow, guys, we're doing really well.
Aaron Finn.
Aaron Finn. Right. I'll look back at Sabrina. Does his name ring any bells to you?
Only in that Finns are bastards from Doxy's Paradise.
I see.
Hold on, sorry. If I could spell. How do you spell his name? Is it an A or an E?
A-A-R-O-n.
Okay.
And then Finn.
Aaron.
Welcome to the age of unnecessary letters.
You messed up, Aaron. It's just
F-I-N-N or F-I-N?
Hey! F-I-N-N.
Balake. Blake? Don't correct me. Balake. Now he's making shit up.
And what does Mr. Finn do with these barrels?
Sells them to people who want to drink.
Mr. Finn work for an organization? Or by himself?
Runs a bar.
Oh, he runs a bar.
It was you all along.
I'm
It was
actually all
me,
the bad
Austin.
guys.
It was me the whole time.
So, how many other people work for Mr. Finn?
I don't know. He's a few waiters and waitresses.
I meant on the side, gathering.
I don't know. I'm the only one, as far as I know. I met him some years ago. Mentioned he was having trouble getting supply. I mentioned that I knew somebody that could, you know, part with certain beverages.
I don't know. He just goes by good barrel.
Some guy called the king not dead, born dead.
He's called the king or the prince born alive.
I don't know what he means by that.
Tell me your name.
Aaron Finn. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Aaron Finn was his name. Not
Yeah,
the,
I was like, wait a minute.
not the name of the park. I apologize. I had that backwards.
Oh, sorry. Well, she's gonna kill you now. I know nothing about
I
it.
am Aaron Finn. We are all Aaron Finn.
Everybody's Aaron. It's like Alan Smithy, the director, when you have a shit movie.
We are in.
Hey, no, what is it? I am Negan. No, I am Negan.
Yeah.
We are Negan.
The bar owner. The bar owner's name is Carton Hart.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
About to pull a no one and just kill a bunch of people.
Say that again.
Carton Hart.
I thought you were talking to me for a second.
You do have a lane in your head.
Yeah, I'm not the one killing people. He is. It's the rogue thing to do.
I killed no one.
You still
did.
live.
Nah.
So where can I find Mr. Hart?
Probably at his bar. That's where I found him.
And what was the name of the bar?
Fishy Tail. I mean, they primarily deal in like rumors and odd jobs and stuff, but they sell alcohol there.
So, you wouldn't lie to me, right?
No.
No. You wouldn't lie to me, would he? And I look back at Sabrina.
Oh, he might. If he doesn't know what's good for him. But I could always make sure.
Look at me, Aaron.
See him kind of slowly look at you, and the blood, you can tell the blood's starting to rush to his head a lot.
What you're doing here, it's not worth it.
Yeah, no, of course not.
You really want to change your lot in life.
I'm sorry, that carries the essence of, you don't want to send me death
That's
sentence.
exactly what I was thinking.
Absolutely. I can turn over a new leaf.
Exactly. Being a criminal is just, it's a low life.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
What are you good at?
I can learn a lot of things.
Yeah, I bet you can. You look like a smart young lad.
I can't be.
You're never going to do this again.
No, of course not.
And if you do, she's going to find you.
Oh, I believe it.
Right? She's going to hurt you. And then she's going to tell me, and then I'm going to have to come find you and have another conversation.
No, that won't happen.
No, it won't.
I'll be inside before
Because if
sundown.
we have another conversation like this, I'm going to hurt you.
That's okay.
I'm going to cut you down. Run along.
Absolutely.
And if you tell Mr. Hart any of this, I'll find you.
I believe you.
Good. Cut him down.
Drops heavily, and you see him just kind of scramble to his feet and begin taking off down the alley from the way he came, ironically enough. And you see her just sigh. Maybe one for the road. You hear the soft of a dart being released from some sort of contraption at her wrist. And it hits him kind of in the back of the calf. You see him begin stumbling away.
See, there was no need to kill him.
That was dumb. I wouldn't have killed him.
He would have died from the blood loss.
I've been doing this a long time. Never killed one.
Well,
People remember the pain a lot longer than they remember the fear.
true. But you'll be here if he ever goes back to his ways, won't you?
Hopefully, there's a lot of criminals in the night. Oh, come on then. We're burning moonlight. Morning. Hear more than feel Ghost return to the room.
Was it a good night? I'm just in I'm in my trance state.
Not if you want to absorb green moonlight, you're not.
Oh no, I'm on the balcony then, with holding my blade, like it is my precious baby.
Oh, yeah, then you would have totally seen me come
Yeah,
back.
I'm just watching you
All right.
climb up the wall, scale the wall. Right here.
It was productive.
Were you alone?
Not really.
Oh, okay. New friend? Oh, it's one of those.
No,
nights.
I'm actually trying to word it. Colleague.
Ah, one of those nights. Got it.
Was something wrong with your face?
No, I get it. Colleague. And then I
You
look
look clean.
Yeah, surprisingly, there was like this smell of like horse shit everywhere. To the point where I thought it was in my mustache, but once I decided to do the last thing and shave my mustache, it was gone.
You look 14.
Yeah, it's quite discerning. I know.
Really lost some like
Yeah,
intimidation there.
I'm just gonna wear. He just pulls up the face. I'm just gonna wear this from this point until some of it grows back.
I can draw a mustache.
No,
on
I don't want you to draw a mustache for me.
I subtly prestidigitation a mustache on his mask. It's just paint.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh shit, that's not
I
very good.
could do something, but I don't want to burn a spell slot.
11.
11. Ronan, you feel a twirly mustache being drawn on your face.
The fuck? And he's like, I'm like, God damn it. There's ink all around. What the fuck is this? And I pull it
Now
down.
everything smells like ink.
What the fuck is that? What is going on in this castle?
A weird place.
God damn it. I pull it out.
Alright, well, you have fun with your little sword.
That shit smells.
You can't move.
Yeah. The ink smells like dog shit.
That would have been the time to do it.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah. We leave her gathered in a little bit. Don't get too far into sleep, man.
This is the second night?
Yes.
No worries. No worries.
Everyone except Ronan receive the benefits of a full rest. Ronan, you have a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
Talon, you are no longer exhausted. Any spell slots return to you, the abilities, and all that sort of stuff.
Exhaustion.
It's worth mentioning, Randall, while you were forging the items, it was actually on the day of the creativity feast. And you did draw some attention. People watching, it was kind of with great interest. Forming your craft.
Oh, yeah. I probably wouldn't have noticed.
He's incredible.
Such skill.
Such skill. Nobody better.
No, you guys don't have guards.
Before, when we get up, because I'd like to get up first, even though he's probably still awake doing his thing.
Still awake.
Are you wearing your armor, or are you just like
I'm wearing armor.
chill?
Wearing my armor.
Full armor?
Full armor.
Fuck. Fine.
We've been attacked since we've been here. Ronan is
All right.
paranoid. He's not letting it go.
I won't then. I see he's still wearing his armor.
You've been
I won't
attacked
do it.
fewer times than you've had a full night's sleep.
Yeah. Still paranoid because I got in. Can't let it happen again.
They got in.
All right, and now I have my level of exhaustion. Bap. Oh, bap. Ookie. Bap. All right. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Grindel, you good? Ghost, are you good?
Yes.
Brother, are you good? All right. We make our rounds and say goodbyes, and then let him do his thing.
As you leave, Emma hugs you briefly. And then you guys kind of briefly say your goodbyes to those who were in attendance, including Marcellus, Selwyn, and Ignatius, who has stopped by. As you guys head towards the forest to find a suitable tree, would you like to grapple to?
On Wildwoods.
Gallant. I think Gallant.
Okay.
That's where we eventually sounded. Before we go, just
How old is Sabrina?
Sabrina, at this point, I believe, would be in her early 40s, late 30s, I believe. Sabrina?
Sabrina's like
Early 30s? Okay,
Sorry, my math was a bit off.
gotcha.
Damn. Emma was getting it in. Early 30s. She's like 70, isn't she? Damn.
60s, yeah.
Damn. Emma was getting loose. She was outside, baby. She was outside. God damn. Okay. Good for her.
Yeah, well, I mean, because now Emma is 68.
Yeah. Your early 30s. That means she had her closer to 30s.
Mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
Yeah. People have kids in their mid 30s.
Oh, man. She was pumping them out. Good for her.
That's one reaction. Pulling up the Gallup map. Why did you not put it over here? No. Give it. Alright. So, there is a forest up here, but it's actually way too small. The trees here are too thin. There are much larger floating world trees over by Oakengard and Valeris Hall, which you could choose to spawn in, or you could actually choose to spawn in the small collection of sakura trees that are over here, as they are also large enough for that. I like this.
My vote is the pink trees.
The sakura trees.
We're going west, so I figured somewhere west.
I mean, that's true. So,
Well, if you guys are going to go to Dracomorris, then it really doesn't matter, but...
I don't think we have any business in Draco. Well, besides the heat, we're gonna try to get a raven, I think.
It's up to you. You can do that here, or you can wait till you get to the Dark Swamps.
It's up to you guys.
I'd say it's up to him.
well, we're going to Othel, right?
Mhm. Which is up that way. I believe.
So we should probably go corner, top left corner.
Your open guard.
Yep.
What we'll do then.
Alright. And as you see Talon open up a tree, you see the scene open up into a completely different atmosphere. And as you guys all move in, Talon bringing up the rear, you find that you're suddenly falling, not extremely far, just about 20 feet. You guys have to take a second to catch yourselves before you hit the ground. And you look up and you see several trees that are kind of slowly bobbing a little bit, 15 to 20 feet with their base off the ground. And floating, not directly overhead, but a little ways horizontally to you, and then about 120 feet being the base of the island, there is a floating island. Leading from the floating island, there is a long series of cables that you can tell are sort of like, they're kind of like train cart cables.
Yeah.
Connecting it to Oakengard. Talon, given your history as an ambassador, you would know that Valeris Hall is one of the bannermen for the Licht family.
Okay.
Guess we'll start heading west.
And westward.
Or no, god damn it. No, we need to do Raven to Francis Who's.
What do we want to tell him?
Where do you guys want to go to get a raven?
City.
Hall would be closest, right? So.
Atlantis Hall? Okay. So as you guys head towards Oakengard, and therefore eventually Atlantis Hall.
Why don't I go do it?
We should all just, Maybe hang back a little bit.
I can make myself not myself, so.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay.
Can you?
Yep, I have disguise self.
Oh.
What do we want to say?
What is Lothal known for?
Lothal is known for the horses.
Do they do horse racing up there?
They do. Yep, horseback riding, dressage, archery, all sorts of horse activity. Polo.
Let him know the friends who borrowed his cloak are going to see these horse races. And we would love if he could meet us there. I feel like that's pretty, even if it's intercepted. Friends can be anybody, right?
I've already planned on coding it.
There we go. Then that's all we need to do. You're an amazing individual, Ghost. Never let anybody tell you different, okay?
Right. Anyway, anything else that he needs to know?
Nothing that we can't tell him in person.
Okay.
Grindel.
It's not going to be a peaceful trip.
Probably not, no. Looks like storms may be rolling in.
You've done this before.
I've just watched you in all your glory.
I begin to write out a short letter.
Scales. Your skin looks amazing. What is your skincare routine?
I wake up.
Okay.
And my skin is there.
Is he okay? I don't know. I have the slightest.
Did we bring the wrong Ronin?
Sal, you're amazing. Your arcane prowess is unmatched. Never let anybody tell you different.
We left the real Ronan back, didn't we? This is an imposter.
Grindel.
It must be.
And everybody roll initiative.
Grindel. I'm sorry. I harbored some really hurtful feelings towards you for holding on to Lane. But I've come to realize it wasn't even your choice. You didn't deserve that. You're incredible.
You hear in your head. For the record, I didn't have a choice in it either.
You see Ronan pull out his notepad.
I think back. Then who the fuck's choice was it?
That gets complicated.
We've got time.
Who's standing closest to Ronan?
I don't know who's standing closest to Ronan.
I'm writing this
Oh,
letter here.
that's even better. Because he can't see. Ronan will mark down one tally mark.
Jeez!
Just oh, I see.
Anyway, so I start the letter with Dear Franny.
Franny?
Uh-huh. Dear Franny, we are taking a day trip to Lothal to see the races. The weather looks to be taking a turn for the worst.
So good.
I hope none of the competitions are canceled. It would mean a lot to your friends if you could meet us there.
Find out where all the drugs have gone.
Where are the drugs going?
Safe travels.
Aw.
Just signed G.
Sorry, it's time for me to talk to Bill. Alright.
Oh, P.S. Those lovely bracelets that you gave me are... Actually, I'm sorry. Those lovely bracelets that I acquired are ready to be returned to you.
Alright.
Signed, sealed, delivered. And I will
Delivered?
disguise self my way into wherever it is, the hall, to find the nearest place to send a raven.
And then, how do you want to disguise yourself?
Anybody know what top G?
I am going to make myself look like a not rich human man with darker complexion, but like a I'm doing well for myself. Not poor, not rich, just kind of
Middle class?
middle class.
You're a middle class mixed man?
Yeah.
Okay.
About 5'11",
Sure.
roughly.
What's the hair doing?
The hair?
Yeah. You rocking the curls, or what we doing here?
No, it's high and tight. High and tight.
Like a fade.
Kind of like fade.
High top fade. Okay.
Kind of fade. Little scruffy facial hair.
Yeah, absolutely. Living out the dream, huh, Mike? You knew exactly what he wanted to be.
What I want to be when I grow up.
Can we edit that out?
No.
You edit that out. What do you want to be when you grow up? That's exciting.
You good?
Yeah,
Did you get it out?
Yeah, I got out of there. Oh, man.
I can tell it's still in out.
Oh, it's just so fun.
No, there's still more there. There's more there. You want to ask anything else? Add jewelry on.
Oh, man. Not at all.
What the kicks look like? What are we gonna ask? What do you want to know?
You're doing this.
How's the fit?
Hey, man, listen, whatever you're doing, you just got that's what you're doing.
What kind of drips you got on?
Middle class. Nice dark brown boots. Well oiled.
I hate you.
What was the fake? Franny?
Franny. Yep.
Franny.
Alright. Sorry, that took a while typing.
That's so good.
It was something I planned on doing, but I didn't plan on doing it yet.
Gotcha.
So, you head up into Volantis Hall. And you actually would show up. The carts arrive in Hatchling.
It's backwards.
It is indeed. I'm glad you told me. I am glad you warned me.
I can't see her.
Yeah.
That was a flashy genius move right there.
It's been a long day.
Show up right.
It's been a long day, fellas. We gotta wrap this up. Once the infant with shit like that, it's time.
I'm ready to just sleep at your house tonight. But you would arrive up in Hatchling's home. This is where the carts would have dropped you off.
Wonderful.
And the what you would actually recognize as the launching point for the Ravens is down in Playtown.
All right, I will just casually, like I've done this 1,000 times.
As you move through the town, you realize instantly your disguise does not fit in here.
Right, it doesn't, because I've never been here.
Nope.
Never fucking been here.
It is largely Aarakocra inside here and Air Genasi. There are a small gathering of humans and several Owlin as well.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
Can I find an alley?
There are many alleys here. They're relatively well lit, being that this place is so much nearer the sun.
Goody, sir. We've never seen you before.
Goody. Goody.
Like, you were like, yes, I won't stick in, and instantly walk into a black suit and tie dress party wearing sweats.
I have made a mistake.
I will find the absolute cornerest alley ever and
Reapply disguise self.
Make a stealth check. Disadvantage.
oh no. What? I said I have advantage on stealth, but it's just
Sure.
barrel. Well, they
So
were
whatever your
both,
first roll was.
They were both not great anyway.
What was I was thinking? Good we haven't had
but-
combat in so long. Like, we haven't had to fight anybody.
You just fought 2 days ago.
2 days ago. That's a long time for us. I feel like we're on the up and up.
20.
We're doing on the up and up, right?
Not bad.
We haven't had to hurt anybody or hurt anything. I think we're doing well. And as long as Ghost stuff goes in here,
First, you tell you, if anyone saw you,
be okay.
Okay, great.
don't wait too long. People saw you duck into the alley, they don't appear to be watching you.
That's
Okay. Is this like a dead end alley or like an alley that
It leads all the way through.
Okay.
You can tell it's mostly a garbage bin alley.
Gotcha. Alright, cool.
This area isn't like especially well off, but it's
Gotcha.
decent.
Alright, I'm not going back out the other way.
I'm going to change myself into
What'd you say was the majority here? It was
Aarakocra
and-
majority,
okay.
and then Alan. And Air Genasi.
Okay, I'm gonna choose an Air Genasi.
Okay.
It'll fit the same shape.
Dark Genasi.
so we're gonna go a little lighter air, lighter air this time.
Air Genasi are typically light skinned. Yes.
Yep. So we're just gonna do that. You know.
Same general thing, just kind of a average Joe Genasi.
You blended far more this time.
There we go. That's better. Like
No, Ronan, I don't have any worries about Ghost. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's done this 1,000 times.
There's no way. Like, just sitting a Raven, he's not gonna fuck this.
And this is a hall. We had more than enough opportunity for him to research.
This was the SWAT team. Please come outside, Mr. Ghost.
I'm sure that's unrelated.
The boots are light cream colored this time.
I know a lot of people named Ghost.
I'm wearing like a powder blue kind of outfit.
It's
He won't dress as a Power Ranger, but when he disguises himself as up.
it's impeccable.
It's great.
So you send off your note.
Yes.
After about 15 minutes, you hear the of another raven, and it pauses for a moment before coming for you. Yeah, he got you back one.
Yeah, I bet he did.
My dearest what?
Gilda.
My sweetest Gilda.
I'm just gonna take that out, pocket it.
Make my way back. I'll read it when we get back to the party.
Alright.
You see
Go ahead and make a. We'll call this deception check. It's a little easy, just to appear nonchalant.
23.
Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah. Yeah, just basically just to make sure you don't appear anxious or anything of that nature.
I feel much more comfortable now that I'm.
Oh, yeah, now that you fit in.
Now that I'm like, okay, nobody's gonna be like, who's this
Dark-skinned motherfucker in here.
It came to mind, and I wasn't gonna say a damn thing.
Hey man, cut the fucking stream, dude. Like, yeah, we wrapped up.
Wrong part of town.
Cut the fucking stream, man. No fucking way. Man.
You cannot tell me when he described the town or this place as being mostly Aarakocra, Owlin, and Air Genasi. You didn't think of that guy in a white neighborhood.
Anyway,
No, I didn't. I thought, man, that's probably because you had to fly to get the fuck up here.
You know,
Thank you,
that's
Mark.
what most of us thought.
Mark, I appreciate that thought process.
Sure.
Wow. You know, I'm good, man. I'm locked in. I'm good, bro.
So as you're passing back through town, several people try to get your attention. You can tell they're trying to sell stuff. They, you know, Okay, kind of that person standing in the middle of the mall. Hey, you want home?
Yep, same thing I do to them. No idea.
Hey, have you thought about selling knives?
Same thing you do with homeless people.
Just don't look at them. Don't make eye contact. They smell fear.
After the better part of an hour, Ghost returns to the party. Actually, no. I should say after the better part of an hour, Air Genasi comes walking up to the party.
Oh shit.
I don't tell them it's me.
Okay.
Hello there. Can we help you?
Just stare at him.
I start reaching for my blade.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
What can we help you, friend?
You guys want to buy some death sticks? To open my robe.
How much?
It's just a cat body.
Ghost assumes everybody has a cat body. It's a terrifying look. It's a terrifying amalgamation.
My friend,
13.
Wow.
You're more put off by the cat body than anything.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh shit. That was frightening. You were like an Air Genasi up here.
You know the sound
And then
of
a feline under your
Tony's, his things charging up? You hear that behind
Grendel's.
or fucking Grendel back.
Behind Ghost back? Or you hear the behind? Oh, you have to charge them behind you.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh shit.
They love hugging pieces.
Turns out I chose the wrong disguise first. So
What
I
did you
pick
go
it.
first?
You saw what I went with first.
Okay. How'd that go?
I was gonna say something
Well.
about it. I can't.
You know, well, it went over fine, but I was getting funny looks from all the Genasi and
Like you weren't
birds.
supposed to be there?
Did you eat any of the birds?
What? No. They're all my size.
Well, the first time you were around a bird, you ate it.
You did eat one of the ducks, Ghost. That's for sure.
Not my. Okay.
Listen, nobody's.
It's absolutely your fault.
Poultry is delicious, alright.
Oh, you're not.
So,
You see Sally covering duck ears.
what does Bluebell say to this?
Bluebell just is staring daggers at Ghost.
You sick son of a bitch.
There are countries where they eat cats.
There is. This is true. You wanna see how that's gonna work out for you?
You're gonna wake up with just a duck clamping onto your throat and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. You want to see how it works
Turns out Bluebell's actually a mimic.
Do you want to see how it works out?
Pulls out the sword of Bayane.
Bluebell was worthy.
You couldn't too, because I was already there.
Rhoda's just bleeding on the ground. I knew it.
I run it. I'm gonna kill Cat Buddy next.
I just watched that fucking movie earlier, and now I desperately want to Photoshop a duck on Cap's head and Ronan on top of Thor.
I knew it.
Anyway, we got the letter back.
I'll read the letter.
My dearest Gilda,
Well, it is lovely to hear from you. Other than the difficult weather down here, things have been well. Of course, I would love to see the races for myself. Always fun to bet on the horses. Do you know how long I have been waiting for those bracers? Which is not to say they didn't suit you well. A week or so should be ample time for me to reach you and your biggest friends. I don't know how I've spent so long without seeing you, annoying as you can be, or as you can tend to be. So looking forward to seeing you there. Please be sure not to have all the fun without me. Yours sincerely, Franny.
My dear.
Sounds like two grandmas just being oddly threatening to each other.
We appreciate you, Gilda.
Just for the sake of parents, I will put it in chat.
Oh, that's my next character.
Gilda or Franny.
It's gonna be Gilda. He's proficient.
Green bean casserole is dog shit.
It's just two weirdly passive-aggressively old ladies.
they're pen pals at different nursing homes.
Oh, I see you've made your chocolate chip cookies again. They smell like oatmeal raisin.
Clearly, you're doing something wrong. But I digress.
Well, if somebody else didn't apply so much butter to their cookies, maybe just like sniping at each other all day.
You'd be happy to know my grandson just got into Harvard.
Oh, what do you have to do? Open the door? Next campaign,
Actually,
Sale.
no, guys. Net for the one shot, if Megan joins, we all need to play old women without telling her that.
Oh, and we all have to have those joy stickers on our fucking.
Oh my god.
That's what we're doing. We had to all play old women.
Oh, fuck.
Keith's first game of D&D is gonna. What the fuck is everybody playing an old lady for?
I'm going to cast buttermilk.
I cast Finger of Death.
Just poking him with a bony finger.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm gonna get up close to him, and I would like to use cheek pinch and tug.
Okay, do you get sneak attack on that?
Depends. Are they awake? Oh, look at the little fella.
I want to cast sleep, by which I mean I want to recount a long, boring story that goes nowhere and means nothing.
That they've heard 1,000
That
times.
they've heard 1,000 times.
I cast create cookies.
But yes, anyway, yes, Ghost pass around the note. All of you may read it if you so wish, except for scales.
Oh, we would all have to be the lore bards with cutting words.
The only way to slow us down is to throw on the shopping network.
Anyway,
Sorry. Permanent 3 level of exhaustion.
I do have a crotchety old Hellfire Priest wizard.
you already prayed at Karen. What more do you want?
That was funny.
To Lothel.
Yeah. Oh, not to the swamps.
Oh, we went to
Swamps,
the
then
swamp first?
Lothel.
Then Lothel. Okay, then to the swamps.
We do have a few days.
He said a week, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna head to the swamp. Check out the people.
The note should be in chat, I think.
Yes, yes.
Okay, just make sure what they're.
Okay.
All right.
We're heading to the dark swamps.
All right. And I think that is probably a good place to go ahead and call it for tonight.
Oh my god. My
You okay?
choice.
Yeah, no.
Okay, you just look like you were thinking about something.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
My
good.
dearest Gilda. It has been far too long.
Fat bitch.
You fat fuck.
Have you lost any weight yet? You overgrown cow.
Everyone's gonna be passive aggressive, and there's just one that's not passive aggressive. It's just straight aggressive.
Just doesn't understand the game at all.
How many times do you shit yourself?
Oh, you're cooking in church. I mean, we all did. We just thought you ate them all, not everybody else.
Thank you guys at home so much for watching whatever the fuck this was. We'll see you guys next week.
Yo!